think a lot of it was really for me and how I looked to myself and my own identity of, am I still me? Am I still, to what extent am I a breast cancer patient, a breast cancer victim, and to what extent am I still Katherine Klein moving through this period of my life? And so it was nice to keep my hair in that context.
On the side.
You did good.
You did good?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So I was meeting with my oncologist, Dr. Smith, Fred Smith, and I said, I really don't want to lose my hair. And actually losing, it's interesting now that I reflect back on it. A lot of the side effects, they will tell you, well, you may have this, or you may have that, you may have this, you may have this, you may have this. With hair loss, it was, you will lose your hair. And I just said, I really don't want to lose my hair. Is there nothing I can do? I really don't want to lose my hair. Is there nothing I can do? And he, to the best of my recollection, he said, sort of with maybe a slight roll of the eyes, you could try cold caps.
All right, babe. That's the last time your hair's going to look good today.
The major discomforts of chemotherapy are nausea, vomiting, and fatigue. It's not a painful treatment. But the indignity of hair loss
Kat, how's it feel?
is somewhat painful emotionally.
Wonderful.
Say the magic word.
Cold.
Say cold. Yeah.
Cold. Feels cold.
So back in the late 70s, early 80s, ice caps came to the fore.
What we know, I think, is, right, there's a technology. We had the clue in the 80s that this would work, but nobody could figure out how to get the full hair coverage. When do you start, what temperature is viable, and all that.
Chemo kills fast-growing cells in your body, cancer and other ones, or at least severely damages them. So chemo, your hair is fast-growing, your follicles are fast-growing, chemo damages those, and therefore your hair falls out. To prevent chemo from getting to the follicles, these cold caps freeze your head. So what they are, they're these odd-looking contraptions. They're gel-filled. We would freeze them to minus 30 degrees centigrade on dry ice, and they wrap tight Velcro around my head to cover my entire head to prevent hair loss anywhere on my head. And they freeze the head. And I would wear them during chemo. I wear them for an hour before chemo, the actual chemo medication.
Changing guards at Buckingham Palace.
During the chemo infusion and for 4 hours afterwards.
It is a little bit far back.
So it meant that I was wearing these caps for about 7 hours.
Remember to trap the temples here.
For my 6 chemo treatments. So I finished up chemo 3 weeks ago. I would have lost my hair. I would have lost 80, 90, 100% of my hair by the time I got to the second chemo treatment. So within 3 weeks of the first chemo, had I not used this treatment. So yeah, it worked.
What do you think?
I think it's amazing.
Did you think it was going to work?
I wasn't so sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's good.
If I could have signed up to prevent almost any side effects, like, okay, I had 6 days of being really cold, 6 more days of being really cold, and I could have prevented some of the fatigue or prevented other side effects. Okay, I would have done that. So, this is public and more visible, but again, it was about preventing side effects so I can feel healthier and feel more like me going through, and more comfortable going through this process.